Welcome to the Acupuncture Marketing School podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Grassick, and I'm here to help you get visible in your community, take marketing action with confidence, and get more patients in your practice and more money in your pocket every week. We both know you're a talented, passionate acupuncturist and that acupuncture has the power to change lives. So let's dive right into this episode and talk about how you can reach more patients. Hi there. Today I have a short solo episode for you. We'll be talking about 3 perspectives on marketing to help you embrace it, or at the very least, not hate it. And before we start discussing that, I wanted to let you know that Acupuncture Marketing School is on sale this week with quite a few bonuses, more than usual. If you're not familiar with it already, Acupuncture Marketing School is a pre-recorded video-based training that focuses on effective marketing strategies for acupuncturists who want more patients and more impact in their communities, which honestly I think is the vast majority of us. It's worth 15 NCC AOM PDA credits. And in this class, which is really for beginners, so if you consider yourself a beginner in terms of marketing, it's typically a great fit. I walk you through the rules of marketing and how to apply them to your unique practice, patients, and business goals. So we'll establish a really strong, cohesive foundation for your marketing in the first half of the course. And then in the second half, we go through applying different marketing strategies. And of course, the primary goal of this class is to help you get more patients on a steady basis. But the secondary goal, which I think is very important for marketing success, is to build your confidence in your marketing skills. I find that once my students realize that they can learn marketing, which you absolutely can learn to do it and to do it well, then they have the confidence to put themselves out there much more often in their communities, to be visible in the ways that work for them, and to know what works for them and why. So building your confidence in marketing is an essential business skill that the class will also help you with. So you can put your marketing efforts out into the world consistently and feel good about it instead of stressed or worried about whether it's going to work or how it will come across to your community, etc. I would love to help you with all of that inside Acupuncture Marketing School. And as I mentioned, this week the sale is a little bigger than usual. I'm going to throw a lot of numbers at you right now, but I promise I have a purpose. There is a point. The class comes with 4 bonus lessons that by themselves are valued at $688 together. And the class is typically priced at $697. So the value is $1385. And this week, I'm also throwing in a free 60-minute one-on-one marketing strategy session with me for anyone who signs up before midnight on Monday, May 15th. And that session usually sells for $247. So the total value is $1632. And this week, the class is on sale for $200 off the regular price, which means you get all of that, all the bonuses, the class itself, and the strategy session with me for $497. Okay, along with the 15 PDA credits. So I would love to help you build your dream business, one that serves you and your community and allows you to connect to your higher purpose. I'll include the link and the discount code in the show notes, and the discount code is Patient Boost, by the way, all one word. I know that Acupuncture Marketing School is an investment, and I really want you to feel great about your decision to enroll. So please feel free to email me any questions at michelle@michellegrassick.com. I'm more than happy to talk with you. And if you want to discuss the class and whether it would be a good fit for your individual needs, we can absolutely do that. We can get very specific. Feel free to email me any questions that you can think of. All right. Thank you for letting me share this PSA. Now, on to our episode. This week, we're talking about new perspectives on marketing to help you approach your marketing with enthusiasm and consistency so you can get more visible in your community and help more patients. If you feel resistant to putting yourself or your business out there with marketing, or if you can't seem to truly be consistent with your marketing, then this is for you. I find that for many of my marketing students and clients, there are some pretty common negative thought patterns about marketing that prevent them from getting started with marketing or from doing it with consistency and confidence. And this really matters because consistency and repetition are completely necessary for successful marketing. You have to keep showing up and sharing your message with your community so that people eventually trust you enough to make an appointment. And if you feel gross about marketing, or if you're worried about coming across as pushy or salesy, then naturally you are much less likely to do it or to be consistent. But marketing absolutely does not have to feel gross. And remember the idea that you can't help people if they don't know your practice exists. So let's dive into these easy frame shifts to help you think about marketing in some new and refreshing ways so you can have a greater impact on your community. The first shift in perspective is that marketing is simply about sharing information or knowledge, letting the people who need you know that you exist. In marketing, you're typically letting people know two things, or two big things: that acupuncture can help them, and that your practice conveniently exists in their community so they can come see you. And then what they do with that information is up to them, and more on that later. So think of this perspective as expanding people's awareness of their healthcare options so that they have all the information they need to make an informed choice for their personal health and wellness. For example, I have celiac disease, and I'm so grateful for the discovery many, many years ago that acupuncture helps manage my symptoms. I think about all the other people out there with celiacs or other chronic digestive issues who have no idea what acupuncture could add to their life, how much better and less stressful their life could be. So whenever I'm marketing for my own practice with a focus on digestion, I'm thinking about that, about reaching those people so that at the very least they know they have an option like acupuncture that has minimal side effects and that could positively impact their daily life. They may not be ready for acupuncture right now, but I've put the idea into their head with my marketing, and I'll keep showing up with my message. Eventually, if they're ready for acupuncture, they'll think of my practice. Even if they never decide to try it, at least it's on their radar for consideration. That's all you're doing, sharing information so people can make the best possible choices for their health and their life. The second big shift is to start thinking about your marketing as an experiment. Really great marketing is about experimentation at its core. It's about collecting data on the marketing campaigns that you put out in the world, about what's working and not working, and then course correcting based on that data. So this means that it's constant trial and error. This is normal. And of course, you'll improve with time. This perspective can really relieve some of the pressure of perfectionism that holds many people back from marketing, because perfection is not possible and it's not even the goal. The goal is improvement over time. In the same way that we practice acupuncture, we can practice marketing. There really is no way to become an expert marketer without diving in and getting through that messy middle. By reading articles and taking classes, you can learn the steps you need to take, but you become an expert through practice. So I really encourage you to hit the publish button on that social media post. Ask to collaborate with fellow local business owners. Finally, send that email newsletter. Release your marketing into the wild. See how it lands with your audience. Collect that data, and then make adjustments for your next marketing effort. Another really important part of thinking about marketing as experimentation is remembering that the data you collect from your marketing campaigns is not personal. So let's say you publish an Instagram post that you put a ton of work into and you get crickets. It doesn't get the response you were hoping for. This doesn't mean that you're not a good marketer. It doesn't mean that you're terrible at this or that you should be embarrassed that you released something on Instagram that no one paid attention to. It doesn't mean you're going to fail in your business. It doesn't mean you weren't meant to be an entrepreneur. And I know from working with so many acupuncturists on their marketing that these kinds of catastrophizing thoughts are really common. We launch one marketing campaign that doesn't go well, and instantly we aren't meant to be business owners, or we feel like marketing is stupid and stressful and doesn't actually work. We decide it will never work for us, or we develop a fear of trying again. We have all been there, which is great because it means we're not alone, but that doesn't make any of those thoughts true. A failed marketing campaign is simply data. It is not personal. It's feedback, so you can say in the future, when I have a similar promotion, I will do X, Y, or Z differently. Maybe I'll send a different kind of email or record a video, or maybe I'll survey my audience and ask them what kind of content they want to see. But let yourself be liberated by the concept that marketing is meant to be an experiment, and failure is a natural part of experimentation that allows us to improve. Perspective number 3 is a simple but effective frame shift for many people. Think of marketing as investing. Now, my favorite kinds of marketing are the ones that are free or low cost, but I do find that free or low cost marketing requires a little more time and energy. However, I think these tend to be the types of marketing that have staying power, meaning they continue to benefit your business over the long term because they help you create a strong brand and they establish you as an expert resource in your community. For example, writing blog posts, establishing a consistent brand on social media, working on the SEO for your website, collecting reviews and testimonials, reaching out to collaborate with other business owners. All of these help give your business a really strong marketing foundation that tends to last and continues to benefit your business into the future. And just like investing, their benefit tends to compound upon itself, to snowball over time, but they may not give you results immediately. Take going to networking meetings, for example. If you go to one or two, you're new there, and you might not get that many patient referrals or any at all. But if you go consistently and become a member of that community, it's very likely that in the longer term, you'll get more and more referrals from those people. By contrast, if you run a Facebook ad or another paid ad, for example, you would hope to see some results right away or at least within a few weeks, but their benefit is pretty short. They work while you're running the ad, but I wouldn't say that they continue to benefit your practice after you turn them off. You can also think of marketing like gardening, which is a similar perspective to investing. Now, I have a black thumb. I kill plants almost effortlessly. It's really sad. But if this perspective resonates with you more than investing, then run with it. The idea is the same. You plant the seeds now, you tend to them, and you water them. You don't abandon them or forget about them like I do. And then you sow the rewards later on when they've had time to mature. The point here, of course, is that you're putting in the work, so don't give up. If you find that you're mostly focused on marketing with longer-term growth strategies and you need more patients ASAP, then you can shift your focus to something more short-term like ads. But having the understanding of which type of marketing you are doing, long-term or short-term, for which kind of outcome is really important so that you don't give up on a good thing that may simply just need more time. All right, so there are our 3 marketing shifts. Marketing is about sharing information so people can make informed healthcare decisions. Marketing is about experimentation to take the pressure off and give you room to fail and improve. And marketing as investing to remind you that your efforts will pay off once they've had time to mature, so don't give up in the meantime. My reason for sharing these ideas with you is to help you take a step back from the way you might normally think about marketing and remember that it is simply a neutral tool that we can use to reach and help more people. I hope one or more of these perspectives really resonates with you, feels energizing, and provides some new motivation for getting visible with your business. And of course, don't forget to take a look at Acupuncture Marketing School, the bonus lessons, and the one-on-one marketing strategy session with me. It's on sale for 1 week only for a huge savings if you use the discount code PatientBoost. And I wanted to share a marketing strategy session because I think that online classes like this are really wonderful because you can go through them at your convenience. But it's also really helpful to get feedback from a real person. So we can use that one-on-one 60-minute marketing strategy session for whatever you feel you need help with. If you're stuck in a certain section of Acupuncture Marketing School, we can work through it together so that you can get feedback and then move forward with the rest of the class. Or if you prefer, we can brainstorm together and create your marketing strategy for the upcoming month or 3 months, for example. Or if you have a marketing idea and you just need some feedback before you launch it, we can absolutely do that. We can dig in and discuss it and talk about the best ways to prepare for your launch. Really, that 1 hour marketing strategy session exists for whatever you need help with. And I absolutely love meeting you and chatting with you online. It is one of my favorite parts of this job. So I really look forward to that. And just know that you can use it for whatever you like. All right, the link to view the class and the bonuses is in the show notes. Don't forget to use the code PatientBoost to save an extra $200 this week. Email me with your questions and have an amazing week.